What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to talk about believing. Do you know how to believe and perceive? Do you know how to create? Do you know that you are creating? Do you know anything at all? Well, do you? So let's talk about believing. What do we have but an endless narration given to us by those who can perceive, by those who know what this is? They are creating as we speak. I am creating as we speak. But you just got to go with it. Because honestly, when I speak, one of the things most people don't realize is that whenever you can perceive yourself as the higher self, what happens is you leave a lot of ideals, you leave a lot of the three-dimensional thought patterns and notions behind. So you really can't interact on a normal basis without having to pretend.
America. Ready for another lesson. In Sand Creek, Colorado, the U.S. military waited till the giant braves had all gone hunting, waited to attack and slaughter the families left behind, and claim their land. You know who I am. You don't know where I am. And you'll never see me coming.
My name's Trevor Slattery.
What are you? What are you, a decoy? You're a double, right?
I'm an actor.
You got a minute to live. Fill it with words.
Just a role? They approached me about the role, and they knew about the drugs.
What did they say? They get you off them?
Said they'd give me more.
Pretend and playing a role. That's what it is. That's all it will ever be. It's pretend. When I first started this journey, I never really thought about it in that aspect of things. That, I was regular. I was human. And really, I kind of just went with it. But now, even though I know what this is, even though I am playing the role, because I am, I still am creating it. I know I can level set. I know a lot of this stuff is it's not real. And then you get the people who are like, what's the purpose of this then? What are we doing? Well, are you not experiencing what all life has to offer? I mean, honestly, you can live as a rock. You can live as a tree. You can be a cloud. You can be a particle. Honestly, you can be a lot of things. Just cannot fathom that. You don't realize what that means because we've been given indoctrination and false narrations for so long that it's like when you get to learn something different, something that contradicts what you've been given, it's like, I don't want to hear that stuff. It's not what I was taught. That's weird. Well, if it's weird, then I would have to say everything that you're being taught is just foolish. It's literally just foolishness. And you sit up here and you believe in it. You let them lie to your faces. You sit up here and get shots galore. People have turned into pincushions because they don't care about themselves, about this realm. They just don't care. But those are programs, of course. That's what they're there for. To be NPCs, to let other people take advantage of them. That's just their lease in life. Is that cold to say? Is that hard to say? Not really. Because this is not real. These people, their lives, my life, all of that, it's not real. Because deep down, when you look past the flesh, when you look past these polymers that hold in the water and the light, you see so much more.
I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy.
But you just kind of got to go with it. You got government officials and actors who really don't care about any of us. They're not supposed to. They're programs. Even with them knowing that we are back, they still pretend. They're still carrying on their roles. And some of them, the very few who are really in the know, they listen to these videos endlessly because they're in awe that everything that they were told, everything that they were preparing for is coming to fruition. They're elated. But at the same time, they revere, they are in fear. Because our return is only a herald for the end. Not an end of the realm, mind you, but an end of this civilization. To start a new one. And a lot of you out there are fearful of that. You're so used to your gadgets and vehicles that you wouldn't know what to do without them. And even with those things being completely and utterly useless and primitive, you still need them. They serve a purpose to you. So, hopefully, you wake up and you realize what this is and you go with it. You just experience the life that you live differently by understanding that all of this is about the experiences. It literally is all about the experiences.
Take chances. Make mistakes.
And if you're not experiencing, if you're not perceiving it that way, then okay, you're not meant to. Just know that the being deep down inside us, we're experiencing what you're living. We're experiencing the hardships because we're learning. And that's all it ever will be. Experiencing to learn what all this realm, all this game has to offer. So, how am I living, you ask? Okay. Well, I've said it repeatedly. I play a role. It's a role. At first, I was the vessel. That was ego. You bring ego into it, which is not that bad, until you get a big head and completely lose yourself in this fictitious role. But I haven't done that yet. Because I have a purpose, I have a job to do. I can't actually lose myself in the role at the moment. So, until that purpose comes along, until it actually gets to the point where I have no other recourse than to do my job, my actual job, I just pretend. I play Michael all day, every day. I'm really good at it too. I've learned. Do I live in fear? Am I a little shaky about it? Am I filled with anxiety? No, because really at the crux of it, even if I have a bad day, I know what this is. I know what I'm a part of. And I just go with it. I just let that bad day happen. And then at the end of it all, it really doesn't bother me. It's just a role. It's not real. And I can level set at any time I want. What does that look like if you level set? Well, for one, if you know what this is, kind of like me, you know that a lot of this stuff is Freemasonry. A lot of this stuff is handled by the organization, controlled by the organization, and with me being the head of the organization, I know certain codes, passwords, phrases, hand signs, looks to get where I want. So you just either have to believe or play the game, be a program. Because in the end, we all start again. So, I will see you all again. Can I go in detail about this realm, the outer realms, all of that other stuff? I could. But I'm not. Because at this moment, that's not my job. So, with that being said, I hope you are living life not in fear, not listening to them, but creating, believing, perceiving differently. Because why not? Now, that being said, a smile on and positive vibes your way. For the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.